Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button as you come on in. Canelo versus Crawford, episode 19. 19th week since we started this thing, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Hit that like button as you come on in. Yeah, the big fight coming up in 2 weeks, y'all. I think you can see, should be able to see some of the chat on the right side of the screen there. But yeah, salute to everybody in the building early, man. 2 weeks, y'all. 2 weeks until the showdown between Canelo and Crawford. And I felt like I said almost everything I could say at this point, honestly, but the show must continue. The show must continue. Yeah, man, we're gonna talk about it, man. Salute to everybody, man. We're gonna wait till some more people get up in here. Make sure you smash the like button. I'm gonna get you guys' thoughts because I felt like I said a lot, but I want to see more of what you guys is thinking at this point, right? We we'll go off more of what the chat is thinking today because I said quite a bit and my take on this fight, and at this point, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but you said you want to see a war? I don't know if I want to see a war. I want to see whatever. I want to see whatever's supposed to happen. I want to see if it's gonna happen. If Canelo is supposed to win this fight, then that's what's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way I see it. If it's ordained for Crawford to go out there and win this thing, then that's what's supposed to happen. I just don't think it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be that competitive. I don't think it's gonna be that competitive. You said you said Bud eyeballs white as fuck. He said that boy body clean. I'm telling you, bro, he's supreme shape, dog. Bud Crawford's in supreme shape, man. He's in really good shape. Bud Crawford's in really, really good shape going into this fight. You said that boy eyeballs white. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Bud, go stop Canelo. Salute. El Unchu. I just call you Chico, dog. El Chico, salute. Basket Rock, salute. Joseph Bailey, salute. Ben Roy, salute. Throwing straight facts boxing, salute. William Sapp, salute. It don't matter, salute. Anthony Johnson, salute. Yeah, man. We're gonna wait till some more people get in here, man. We just getting started, man. Canelo don't got the hand speed, he don't got the foot speed. What Canelo do got is toughness, you know what I'm saying, and experience. That's what he do got. He got a lot of fighting experience and he's tough. Um, but I don't think he I think just overall he's just not the better athlete, man. The better athlete is going to win. September 13th. The better athlete. Just can like Crawford said, and maybe he listened to the live stream, one of the videos. But I said Canelo's gonna respect this dude. Canelo respects this dude. He's gonna respect him. You know what I'm saying? He's not about to just go up in there and try to bully and just try to punch on Crawford right away. He's not gonna do that. You said Bomac sounds super confident. Yeah, he do, don't he? Demonte Walker, salute. Speaking of Bomac, you guys will be leading me right into it. Bomac said, and there's audio of it, there's a video of it, but he says, Canelo ain't the bigger guy shit. I don't give up. You know, Bomac be cursing like a sailor. I don't give a F about that power. That power ain't going to be able to sustain throughout the fight. Watch. He usually slows down between 6 and 7. When you slow down, that's an effing wrap. I see him slow down going into the later rounds, and I see his butt getting outboxed. So yeah, Canelo usually does slow down. between the 6 and 7 rounds. And I mean, he's in there with Terrence Crawford, man. You don't want to slow down against Bud. The key against Bud is to try to keep up with the guy because he's going to constantly be adjusted to what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's going to have to keep turning up the gears. In order for him to be turning up the gears, he's going to have to be in tremendous shape. You know what I'm saying? Tremendous shape for him to keep turning up the gears. Why? Because he just don't have the natural ability to cut the ring off or, to do certain things with his foot speed. So he's gonna have to be in hella shape and take hella risk. You know what I'm saying? Because those other guys be really passive with Canelo. They be really passive. They forget how to punch. They leave their right hand in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? They forget how to box all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? Like some of these guys. I don't think it's gonna be a war, man. It ain't gonna be a war. It's not gonna be a war. There's probably gonna be a sequence where they're both kind of slugging it, but it's not about to be a war type of fight. Because only times wars really happen is when there's not much separation between two fighters, bro. That's where usually when there's a war going on. You know what I'm saying? When there's not too much of separation between two guys, but when there's one guy way better than another guy, it ain't gonna be too much of a war. But Crawford look like he's in really good shape, man. Really good shape. But Canelo finishing up the camp. He looked worse for wear, right? You know, he's bringing in the all-star team to deal with little Bud, y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. This is what I've been telling y'all, man, for years. Look at what his peers be doing and saying, bro. Look what Canelo got in camp right now to get prepared for him. A smaller dude who's smaller than all these guys, right? We gotta bring in all this for little Bud Crawford, man. I'm telling you, bro. Hold up, man. Hold up. I wonder if I can still find it. I probably can't. Yeah. Y'all smash the like button, man. Hold up. If there's anything else in the box and that happened, leave it in the chat. Do I? Nah, I don't get it. I ain't gonna be able to get it. Wait, I might be able to. Hold up. Yeah, yeah. Cause this motherfucker, bro. I tell you, he's gonna be tough for Canelo to beat, man. I mean, Bud's gonna be tough for Canelo, man. He's gonna be tough for him, dog. All right, hold up. Y'all hit that like button, man. Yeah, the boots and then was kicking his ass in camp. Yeah, Crawford's arms is damn near touching the ground. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be tough for him, man. Yeah, Usyk said Bud's gonna win. Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, Usyk got high praise for Crawford and vice versa. And for Usyk, right? Usyk beat a dude. See, this don't get stressed enough. This is why I think Usyk is one of the best heavyweights of all time. But he beat a dude that was 50 plus pounds heavier than him, bro. He often beats guys 20 or 30 pounds heavier than him, bro. Often. That don't really get stressed enough. So what makes you think Crawford can't go up and beat up on Canelo Alvarez? Nah, Boots didn't stop Canelo in 3 rounds, man. That's just the bad rumor, dog. That didn't happen. Boots didn't stop Canelo in 3 rounds, bro. Now I do believe that Boots was giving him business, though. I do believe that. I just believe that. But I don't think he's made him quit in 3 rounds. And nah, he needed Boots in camp. He should have had Boots in the beginning. But yeah, Boots, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. That's just like TBE pulling up and trying to roll with like I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. But I'm sure that John Boots Ennis was beating the hell out of him in camp. I'm sure. And Boots throws more punches than Bud. You know what I'm saying? Boots is Boots throws a lot more punches. He's a younger guy. He throws a lot more punches. He's beating the hell out of Canelo, man. What's up, D-Town Funk? Salute. Nah, he ain't Crawford, Watson. He's not Crawford. He said, what did Bowman call Skull a cab driver? Yeah, he did, man. William Skull didn't do nothing, bro. William Skull didn't do nothing. But he did enough to really win the fight with literally doing almost nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Chico, man. You say you think Bud needs to throw at least 700? I don't know, man. I think Canelo gonna have to be busy, bro. I wonder how do you feel now? Salute to you, man. You one of the few Canelo fans who got him who come here every week. So salute to you, bro. You're in hostile territory for the most part. You said Canelo throws sub 500 each fight, but has to throw at least 700 like Bivol did. He probably do. But is Canelo gonna be that active though? Because Canelo got reduced to 152 his last fight, man. Canelo, did he really hit a slump? Did the skull fight really reveal a huge slump in Canelo's game? Or was it just a stylistic matchup? You know what I'm saying? Was it a bad stylistic matchup, or did Canelo really, really hit a slump? I don't know if it's gonna be punch for punch. We gonna see. We gonna see. I think Crawford knows he got to get busy against Canelo, man. You can't play around with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Dudes play around with him, they lose the fight. When you play around with Canelo, you're gonna lose. You can't play around with him. You got to go up in there and really win. Like Caleb Plant, he was winning the fight, and then he started playing. Hey, I'm doing good, ain't I? Yeah, dude. No, that and shit. And then he got his ass kicked playing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Bomac say speed and timing is how you take Canelo's power away. Speed and timing, and Bud has that. Bud has that. He has that speed and timing still. Bud don't even need to be the stronger fighter or nothing. He don't need to be like the bigger puncher or nothing like that. He's a naturally strong dude with some skills. So that's all it's gonna take. But I question if Canelo really even a stronger guy, bro. They get in that ring. Let's call a spade a spade. Canelo's not the most physical fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's not like really physical like that. You know what I'm saying? He's not really like a excellent close range fighter either. So a lot of this shit is gonna get exposed, in my opinion, on September 13th, man. His inside game gonna be kind of exposed. And he's never really proven to be proven to be durable and be able to roll the punches. He got strong guard, good defense, but he's never proven to be like a super strong dude. Now he do be lifting these guys and shit when they be pissing them off when they you know. But as far as like in the clinch and shit, I ain't never seen him like bullying nobody around or no shit like that. But we gonna see. Cause he could be up in there with a dude with a 74-inch reach. I think Canelo has a 70-inch. And Crawford has like a 74. Yeah, 4-inch reach advantage. And Canelo's been used to punching up at guys for the past, several fights as well. He ain't gonna have to punch up as much. Yep, Canelo mid-range fighter, bro. He don't really fight close. He don't. He's a mid-range guy, bro. He's not like a really close range fighter who's throwing a lot of uppercuts and you know he's not really that, bro. He's not. He's kind of a come forward brawler type. Look at that right hand right there. He almost damn near fell. All off balance and everything, bro. Now this is a guy with the same reach as Crawford, not the same height, but the same reach. I think they got the same reach, right? Bivol and Bud. But Bivol's a light heavyweight. Not necessarily a faster guy, but a naturally bigger guy. And stronger, naturally bigger, stronger guy. Look what he's doing. He ain't doing nothing like Bivol just doing some basic fundamentals. Look at that. Basic fundamentals. Canelo stores that one punch at a time. That one punch at a time. Canelo can't afford to do that. And what usually happens when fighters start to kind of slow down a lot? They start to throw like one punch at a time. You see that? He threw one punch. He should have followed up with a left hook after that. He didn't. Now that's just when he started getting frustrated when his hands is down. Bivol made him pay right there, countered him. Canelo waited too long. Bivol hit him first. Look at that. Just good footwork. Not nothing necessarily too fast, just really good, just good footwork. You know what I'm saying? Nothing too difficult, just good footwork and good. He letting his hands go. William Skull could have did the same shit, man. He could have did the same shit. You said Bivol has a career low in shot percentage. I think that's just what they say for Canelo, bro. They doing that for Canelo, bro. Canelo got Bivol was outboxing him that whole fight. What's up, Easy the Great? Salute. Hey, you said last time he had this much time. Yeah, boy had a lot of time to prepare for this fight, y'all. We started this series 20 weeks ago, dude. And he been in, yeah, I don't, was he in camp? He probably wasn't in camp to about the fourth episode since we started doing this. Probably about the fourth episode or something like that. So yeah, they've been training for this shit for a while now, bro. Oh man, that Fondor Thurman is gonna be good, dude. Um, that's gonna be good, man. That's gonna be good. I can't wait. I'm rooting for Keith though, bro. But who I'm rooting for and who I think is gonna win is a totally different thing. I don't know who gonna win though. That's tough, man. It's hard to say, man. It's hard for me to. I don't know, man. I'm rooting for Keith, but I don't know if he can beat Fondor, dog. I don't know if he can do it. That's gonna be tough, man. An older Thurman that's been inactive. If he comes out and beat Fondor, that says a lot. But that length could be a problem for him. That length could be a problem for him. And his jab has improved. That's a good fight, man. Fondor Thurman. It's definitely a good fight. You said Fondor gonna put out that work? He probably is, bro. That's a big fight for Fondor. He's a young guy. That's a big fight for him. He probably gonna really come out and really show up a shot on Keith. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Keith's gonna really win that one, y'all. I don't know if he gonna win that. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. You said one dimensional zoo was rocking Fedora up. We go see, man. I think that's a tough matchup. That's a tough fight. 50-50. Yeah, I'm rooting for Keith, man. I'm rooting for him. But that's tough. It's gonna be a pretty awkward looking fight. Cause we know Keith ain't gonna stay there and get hit on like from Sim Zoo. Keith is a smarter fighter than that. You said Bud puts up best performance in big fights. Yeah, he do. I seen the Horn clips today, man. He beat the brakes off of Horn, man. That was impressive. I don't think that win gets enough credit because it was Horn, but man, I knew Bud was like, yeah, Bud something serious. I gave Bud a lot of credit for that one. Simply because I went and watched the fucking Pacquiao fight, and Pacquiao, legendary fighter, went tooth and nail with this same guy, tooth and nail. Errol Spence going tooth and nail with guy. Then Crawford gets in there and washes these niggas, bro. Like, what's good? Excuse my language, but damn, bro. Then they say these dudes was never no good and shit. All of a sudden, they was just never no good. But he gets in there and washes them. They was they fight each other. It's wars. And what I tell you about them wars, because that's what wars happen when there's not too much separation. A war. You know what I'm saying? There's not too much separation between the two guys. One guy may have a little slight edge over another, vice versa, or it might be about equal. That's what wars usually happen. But man, hell no, not for Crawford, bro. He went in there and washed Jeff Horn. And Jeff Horn was an awkward dude that was much bigger than a lot of dudes he was fighting. And he was punching pretty hard. And Crawford went out there and washed that dude. It made him look weak too. Physically made him look weak. This same Horn gave Pacquiao hell. I don't know, man. Canelo's gonna get his ass kicked, bro. Crawford may outdo Floyd Mayweather's performance, bro. He may outdo Floyd. You said Bomac said Bud may have carried, but I felt like he kind of did a little bit. Salute to LT Energy for the super chat. He says Keith got good feet. He should be okay. Hold up. Why didn't he pop up? Yeah, Keith got good feet. He should be okay. He should be. Keith should be okay if he got the good feet. I thought about that as well. He got better footwork than anybody that Fondora fought. And Keith Thurman not gonna just stand there and take shots like a Tim Tszyu did. So it's gonna be a pretty interesting looking fight. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of darting in and out, and a lot of moving around, a lot of lateral movement from Keith. A lot of cat and mouse. It's gonna be a cat and mouse type fight, y'all. So get prepared for that. I think it's gonna be more of a cat and mouse fight. I don't think Keith Thurman, even though he's gutsy, He's not going to be willing to sit there and take that much damage from Fondor, a guy who will consistently hit you if you stand there in front of him. So yeah, it's gonna be a cat and mouse fight. So be prepared for that if you don't like those type of fights. I'll be surprised if there's a war where Keith's standing in front of this guy banging it. Because Keith got like a 69-inch reach and shit. Like he got T-Rex arms damn near. I'm rooting for him though, 100%. That's a tough fight, man. I can't wait. You said Bud stops Canelo. He's the GOAT of this generation, undisputed. Yeah, I think if Crawford beats Canelo, he's gonna solidify him as an all-time great. But if he stops Canelo, then he probably be like a top 5, top 3 or some shit. But Crawford might really just be like one of the best like ever and shit. Like he might just be. I don't know. We go find out September 13th. Floyd Mayweather gives him high praise, so I say that says a lot. Andre Ward gives him. Speaking of Andre Ward, I meant to download the clip. I think I did. But I was watching that clip of him and Ward sparring, bro, and Bud giving Ward the business, bro. Low key. Maybe I'm a little biased, but I don't know. It looked to me like Bud was kind of getting a better award in them little clips, man. I don't know. I see some dudes hitting the comments saying that Crawford was running, but nah, hell no, he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Bud was like he was getting a better award in those sequences and shit. That's just I don't know. I could be wrong. You said Sugar Ray Robinson archetype. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. Salute to DL87 for the super chat. He says, Believe Lester Martinez might be fighter of the year. Those exchanges are going to be absolute crazy. All bombs. Bowman is really high on Lester's talent. Yeah, probably because Lester be giving Bud good work. Probably because Lester be kicking Bud's ass. So that's probably why he's high on him. You know what I'm saying? Lester probably be giving Bud Crawford good work. So, yeah, we go see. That's going to be a great fight. I'm definitely going to tune in to see that one. Salute to everybody in the building, man. Hit that like button. Hit that hype button. Hit that like button. Canelo, hopefully he did enough, man. He's smiling and stuff. Ain't nothing to smile about. It's time to get to work. It's time to get to work, man. I ain't trying to hear nothing about nothing. I ain't trying to hear nothing about, well, I didn't train that hard and I had a baby and I ain't trying to hear none of that, dog. I ain't trying to hear no excuses.
Hey, Canelo, you might be getting that Chrysler 300. You getting that Chrysler 300 work right now. That's what you getting. But you ain't getting that. You getting that Bentley on the 13th. You getting that Bentley on the 13th, my boy. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and play with that Chrysler 300. You getting the real on the 13th. I promise you, man. Shoot. I've been saying this since the first day I sparred this man. Trust me. I'm telling y'all, man, out there. Crawford is a different animal. Yeah, he's something like a Michael Jordan. He's something like a Kobe Bryant. He's something like a LeBron James. Yeah, damn it, he a GOAT. I'm telling y'all, GOAT.
Mm-hmm. Smash that like button, man. Come on, Canelo. How did this happen? There's not even supposed to be as much confidence coming from anybody favoring Terrence Crawford. There's not supposed to be this much confidence from anybody favoring Terrence Crawford, but it is. Come on, man. Yep. It's gonna be a tough fight for Canelo, bro. This is a bigger fight than the Spence fight for Crawford too. This is a much bigger fight. So I expect Crawford to really, excuse me, show up and show out. I expect that they'll probably have probably one of his best camps. Um, yeah, it hasn't been too much of a debate since we started talking about this thing. It hasn't been too much of a debate since this thing really started, honestly. You said Canelo still thinks Bud is an easy payday. Maybe he do, but I don't know because he brought in Boots Ennis and the other guy. You know, he brought in some guys to help deal with Terrence Crawford. You said Tim Cheatham. Tim Cheatham is going to be the judge, so Crawford must win by stoppage. Yeah, probably, bro. Tim Cheatham. So he might try to cheat him. You said Canelo fanboys been ducking. Yeah, you ain't been seeing too much of them, ain't it? They've been hiding, bro. Canelo fans been they've been MIA, dog. I ain't been seeing them. I ain't been seeing them at all. They be on like Facebook, but you don't see. I don't see them over here. They'll go to Showbiz or somewhere like the Boxing Voice or somewhere, but they ain't about to come over here. You said you hope Terrence gets knocked down early. We gonna see. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chat. He says Boots can't teach against Terrence Crawford's timing. Yeah, ain't it? Boots Ennis don't got Bud timing. Boots Ennis is more. I think Boots Ennis probably throws more punches than Crawford, but he's probably more aggressive because he's a younger guy. But he don't got the timing or the craftiness like Crawford got. But I still think Boots Ennis was giving Canelo Alvarez the business, though. I definitely believe that. There's no doubt in my mind. Canelo's getting beat up by both of these dudes. You said Canelo getting stopped in 11. Canelo might get stopped, y'all. He might get stopped, man. To referee or Eddie Reynoso stop the fight. The referee or Reynoso go stop the fight, bro. That's what's about to happen. Y'all smash that like button, hit that hype button. Smash that like button, hit that hype button. What Timothy Bradley say? He said he's like a Jordan, he's like a Kobe. He's like a Jordan, he's like a Kobe, y'all. So Bud Crawford got to live up to these expectations of him now. He got to live up to this now. He got to live up to this hype. So my expectations is high. They talking about you like Sugar Ray Robinson, dog. You got to live up to that shit, bro. You got to live up to that. So I expect a spectacular performance, no less than a spectacular, September 13th from Terrence Crawford. Look how big his back was. No less than a spectacular. Hey, you ain't lying, Hollow Ninja. Salute for the super chat. These weeks definitely been flying, bro. Flying, bro. Flying. It's almost here already. This fight is almost here, y'all. Already. Canelo's like, shit. Look at him. Look at his face right here. He's like, shit. I'm not ready. He don't look like he confident at all, man. This wasn't good for him. This is an eye opener. These boots beat downs, and from this other dude right here, these beat downs was eye openers. Like, yeah, even though Crawford's a smaller guy, he's like better than he gonna kick me. I ain't ready. He got the I ain't ready look. Yeah, Boots was kicking his ass, bro. Boots went up in there and softened him up. Boots ain't a sparring partner. Boots is a world champion. Yeah, Canelo look cooked. Yeah, smash that like button, man. He gotta look spectacular, bro. Because I know he go out there and look spectacular. That's why the expectations are, because I know he go do it, dog. I know he go do it. Because I remember what he did September 20, no, July 29th, 2023. I remember what he did. That was one of the best performances ever of a fight that was supposed to be 50-50 going in. You know what I'm saying? And I expect him to even do better than that against Canelo, because Canelo is a much bigger fight. Boots was putting them beats on him, dog. What you talking about? Where they at? Boots was putting them beats on him, dog. Boots and old boy. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of crazy talk, Timothy Taylor. You said Boots is an all-time great sparring champion. Boots be kicking ass in sparring, they say. Boots be definitely kicking ass in sparring. Who was that? Mike Martinez? You said Boots undisputed is if Boots be kicking ass, I heard, man. He's a spar lord. People stretch with this Canelo bruise look though, low key. They kind of stretching and shit. There's a little stretch and shit, but he getting beat up though. You know what I'm saying? If you know fans look for any little thing, and we go take it and run with it. But he getting work though. You best believe that he's getting work. He ain't ready, man. He ain't ready at all. This is just a payday he couldn't turn down. But he ain't ready at all, bro. Crawford about to beat the brakes off him. This is gonna be his Bud gonna make that shit look way too easy, bro. I'm telling you. 13 days out, man. It's coming. You said Boost is the modern day Emil Griffin. Canelo, man, I'm telling y'all, it's not go how people say. It's not gonna go how people say. It's not. It's. I give it 3 rounds of it being them trying to fill each other out and all that. 3 or 4 rounds at the most, bro. After that, it's gonna be the Crawford show. Because I'm trying to figure out outside of the big left bomb, what do Bud got to worry about, or the shoulder punch, which would probably be negated if Crawford's in a southpaw stance. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to figure it out because if he had like a sharp, really fast, sharp, hard jab, like if Canelo had a really good jab or something, um, then that's something Crawford may have to take a few rounds to kind of get figure out. You know what I'm saying? Canelo had a really good jab or something, like it kind of took for Kell Brook. It took Crawford a few rounds to kind of get used to Kell Brook's jab because his jab was really good in that fight. It was fast and it was hard. What do Canelo got that's Crawford's got to really worry about other than that big bomb and that slow right hand that you can see coming from a mile away? That he loaded back from the locker room. He loads up from the locker room and swings. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Come on, man. He's gonna be a timed encounter all night, bro, from the 4th round on. It's gonna be hard to watch. I think it might be. I don't know. I ain't gonna go that far to say that. It may, so you got some people saying Crawford's just gonna stop him. You got even some pros say Crawford gonna stop him. But I say it may be a situation where damn, it might be kind of hard to watch. Like damn, man, Bud just beating the shot at this dude. Like Carver, he can't do nothing with him. He's just hitting him with everything. And what we know about Bud, y'all, when Bud be throwing, he be landing most of the time. Yeah, he lands most of his punches he throws, bro. And Canelo isn't the same defensive maestro that he was about several years ago. He's not. He kind of just moves straight back with the high guards. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he's doing what Mijamov is doing, is cutting angles and doing all this stuff. A lot of energy. Canelo don't got that kind of energy no more. I've been trying to figure out a way Canelo can win a fight, man. I feel like he's the underdog for real, for real. I feel like Crawford's just a really bad fight, and that Canelo got to hope and pray that his power is enough, and that Crawford isn't strong enough in that weight division for him to deal with him. That's what he got to hope for, because he's definitely not going to outskill this dude. He's not going to out jab him. He's not gonna be faster than him. He's not gonna got he don't got the foot speed. He don't got the IQ. He don't got the hand speed. He's not the craftier guy. He don't got the better timing. We don't even know if he's gonna be physically stronger now. Yeah, you may say he's the bigger puncher, but is he really? Crawford stopped most of his opponents. Canelo hasn't stopped anybody in a long time. He barely stopped at a stop sign. So I mean, come on. I don't. I'm trying to figure it out. Help me out. What's up, Mike? I see you hating. Salute the Falcon for the super chat. He says Jim Gray. Then he says, quote, Terrence Crawford performed the best on his biggest stage. Crawford is #1 with a bullet, quote, from Spence fight. Yeah, man. That performance against Spence was like that was incredible. You don't see those type of performances of fights like that, bro. You just don't see that. Even Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao was a very timid fight where both guys fought very fucking scary. And I love TBE. But in that Pacquiao fight, he fought timid as hell, bro. Floyd fought timid against Manny. He could have really did more against Manny, but he was really caught up into the moment. Bud Crawford was not caught up into no moment at all against Spence. At all whatsoever, bro. He went out there and performed like nobody was in the building. And eliminated Errol, a guy who went tooth and nail with the best of them in the weight class. And this is why I said, man. And he gets in there and washes these guys, bro. And then they get downplayed like they ain't shit, bro. Jeff Horn fight got downplayed because, well, he was Jeff Horn and whatever. But you still ignore the fact that Manny Pacquiao, why did Manny Pacquiao even get robbed in the first place? It shouldn't even been a robbery. Manny should have washed that dude. Why didn't he? Because Jeff Horn gave him hell. That's why. Crawford went in there and washed Jeff Horn, who was really a middleweight fighting welterweights at that time. Come on, man. Who was wild and unorthodox as hell. You didn't know where those punches was coming from. Sometimes those guys are harder to fight. The guys like Sean Porter and Jeff Horn, those dudes be hard to fight sometimes because they just really unorthodox. You don't know what they don't. You know what I'm saying? They kind of coming from everywhere. They doing whatever. They head butting you and rushing in with their head and all types of shit. But it washes those opponents. Even he make those guys look easy. You think he ain't gonna make Canelo Alvarez look fucking easy, bro? Canelo don't even throw enough punches. He throws one shot at a time. One shot at a time, y'all. Why? Because he's so worried about his stamina. He's worried about his gas tank. And he's gonna definitely be worried about that in his fight with Crawford. You best believe that. Hey, Bud beat the hell out of him, bro, and bullied him. And he was stronger than Horn. Manhandled the shit out of him, Horn. And Horn manhandled Manny. You said Canelo throws more punches than Bud. I don't think so. Do we? Hell no. Maybe. Canelo got a lot of pro fights. You said they both throw a sub 500. Now, Crawford never was really the most super active puncher, but he's super accurate, though. You know what I'm saying? He's super accurate, though. So I can't argue that one. Because at one point, Canelo was a pretty active puncher. He threw a lot more punches than he do now. I tell you that. Canelo definitely threw combos. Crawford did too, but they both kind of slowed down. But I think Canelo slowed down more to where he's throwing like one punch at a time. Who? He said, no, he's not accurate. Crawford's accurate as shit, bro. What are you talking about? I got the stats on the screen, bro. Crawford's accurate, bro. Very accurate. He hit Errol Spence with damn near every punch he threw. Especially the last sequence. Even when the referee jumped in, even that last little lunge of punch landed and hit Spence. He hit Spence with everything he threw, bro. Crawford's a pretty accurate puncher, bro. You said Canelo will bring his A game. He gonna have to. Canelo gonna have to bring his A game against Lil Bud, man. Yeah, EJ got put down with that counter left. You said he already lost because it's not A+. You said pull up Spence punch stats. These are the only ones I got right now. I just so happen had this in the chamber. You said we ain't arguing with bumps no more. It's almost time. It's almost time, easy. It's almost time, bro. It is almost time. 13 days, it can't come fast enough, bro. It just can't come fast enough. I'm telling you, man, he's gonna beat the brakes off Canelo, bro. Canelo's gonna have a hard time keeping up with this guy. He's gonna have a real hard time, man. Real hard time. These are old stats right here. But Canelo gets beat up, man. He already lost like 4 times. Look at him. He already lost 4 times. Crawford don't know how to lose. I don't know if Canelo's the guy to teach him either. He got 4 losses already, bro. Those draws are losses. You got 4 L's, dog. You got 4 L's, dog. Against the Terminator Terrence. You be going against the Terminator Terrence. Did you climb any mountains? How many stairs did you climb? I don't think Canelo got the miles on his legs to even do any of that stuff to keep up with Bud, bro. Canelo just gonna have to go up in there and hope for the best. Because he got to save whatever legs he got, whatever wheels he got. He got to save that for the fight, to September 13th. He can't be doing no mountain climbing and stuff. He already had a stone cold knee brace. He can't afford to be going to camp doing all that stuff. He can't blow his knee out. He already got one wheel. How's he gonna get it done, man? What's up, Saul Gutierrez? Man, Boots gonna wash Lima, dog. I don't really want to see that fight, bro. I don't. I don't want to see Boots fight Lima, dog. I just don't. I'm tired of Boots fighting these guys. Me personally, I am too. I give Boots the benefit of the doubt, unlike you guys, but I'm tired of that shit too, bro. Like I'm tired of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Lima's not going. Lima got 2 left feet. He's all off. Boots gonna beat dude, bro. You said Bud's resume is weak. Canelo the best of the what? All right. I guess Bud's resume is weak. Spence was weak, and Porter, and all these dudes that was former world champs. I guess they was all weak, man. That's crazy. Unless when Crawford fought him, they weak. But when Canelo fought an old Mosley and an old this and an old that and a smaller this, they wasn't, you know, the resume wasn't considered weak. Why? Because it was just a name. He didn't fight nobody undefeated or in their prime or, at their absolute best without some type of catch. Come on, man. Don't let me start cooking, bro. Don't let me start cooking, bro. He ain't been the guy that been the blueprint to beat a dude. You said I almost fell for that trap. You said Canelo's resume is Floyd blueprint. Yeah, of course. The money Mayweather blueprint. Canelo struggled with Leonard Tyler too. That clip has been going viral lately. The first black fighter he fought with Leonard Tyler. This is a younger Canelo that he was throwing more punches. Canelo's gonna struggle with Bud, but he gonna get beat up, man. You said Bud good, but not up there. You said Bud good, but not up here. We gonna find out, Mr. Saul Canelo. You said it's the watered down version. Yeah, it is. It's the watered down version of what Floyd did. It's definitely watered down. I'm glad we got some Canelo fans in the building. Salute to you guys. Yeah, Canelo, yeah, them draws are losses, bro. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. You got some losses already, bro. Yeah, you got some losses on your resume, dog. You got four of them. Bud got none. He don't know how to lose. Are you the guy that teach him? I don't think so, man. You can even KO this dude, Berlanga, who gets dropped by everybody, who gets beat knocked out by everybody now. This could be a tough, tough night for you, man. He was partying a lot, you know. He had a really fun party time, quinceañeras and all that. Oh yeah, Canelo's winning, period. But I'm talking about as far as the competition. It's not nothing personal at all. He's doing, he's I mean, shit. Dude's winning in life, period. You know what I'm saying? Even if he loses this fight, come on, who cares? And in the grand scheme of things, it's just a fight. It's just a competition. If Crawford wins, he's the best. I lost to a great generational talent in Crawford, but I'm great in my own right, and I'm rich as shit. But we talking competition over here, so that we can't pull the Money Mayweather stuff. Because see, Money May had the bag, and he was a winner. He didn't lose. Canelo got some losses, bro. He got some losses. Salute to Hollow Ninja for the super chat. He says, "I'll bring the ribs to Bud Victory live stream beef." Yeah, that's right, man. Bring the ribs, man. Bring some jerk too. Some jerk chicken. You say you think Bud's fighting more than he could chew? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so, man. I think if Usyk can go up and beat Fury, a guy who was 50 pounds heavier, I think Bud could beat a guy in Canelo Alvarez who's a few pounds heavier. Absolutely, 100%. And Fury has a better IQ and is a better overall boxer than and Fury is a winner for the most part too. Not to compare it, but yeah, if Crawford could, Crawford can go up there, beat the hell out of Canelo, bro. That weight ain't gonna be no factor in the fight at all. He ain't gonna be able to really land unclean. The goal will be to land clean. Canelo ain't being landed clean like that. He landed on them bums like Berlanga and Jaime Manguia. Them dudes are bums. Them dudes are not even nowhere near. They never touched the world title and none of that stuff. There was prospects that weren't even fully developed fighters yet. And Jaime Manguia never really even. Yeah, it's not like it's a significant size advantage. And, you know, Canelo, this young, dangerous, super dangerous fighter. He's not even dangerous anymore. You know what I'm saying? Canelo's not really like dangerous no more, man. Yeah, that press about to be lit, bro. That presser is definitely going to be lit. You said don't be sad and you know what's coming. Nah, it's not, man. It's not. It's not coming at all, man. This is the Terrence Crawford era, bro. This is his era, dog. Canelo's just part of it. But this is his era of boxing. Canelo's just the money maker. But he's not the best. Lara got robbed. Lara got robbed, bro. Everybody know that. You said dude said Bud ain't got no legs. Who said that? That's cap. Canelo's not even active enough to throwing body punches or nothing. You said Lara ran for his life. Lara ran. Now smash that like button, man. Canelo fans in the building tonight. They said Lara ran. Yeah, Terrence the Terminator, man. Yeah, the Monster Eating Way is the day after. Yeah, September 14th, he fights in his toughest fight. He looking strong. He looking big, too. The Monster Eating Way. You said he was looking like William Skull in there. Canelo got outboxed by William Skull, bro. Actually, Canelo lost against William Skull, really. If we want to be brutally honest. Let's see what I got. Who do I got? Let's see. No, that ain't it. Hold up.
Canelo looked elite against Billy Joe Saunders, but Saunders exposed the flaw. Canelo struggles with rhythm, movement, and fluidity. Then came Caleb Plant, slick, yes, but untested. Canelo walked him down and got the finish. But Bivol wasn't like the others. He controlled range, stayed disciplined and kept the pace high. Canelo looked lost, flat-footed, one pace, frustrated. Then back to Triple G, John Ryder. Flat-footed, forward styles. Suddenly Canelo looks sharp again, because it's not form, it's opponents. Now enters Terence Crawford, not just slick, he's surgical. He controls space like Bivol, but with better timing and switch hitting. If Bivol could shut Canelo down over 12, Crawford might not even let him start. So Charlo's 154. He ain't got power like Terence Crawford. He ain't got stamina like Terence Crawford. He ain't got skills or a resume. And Canelo couldn't do nothing. Canelo tried to be physical with Charlo, tried to walk him down, bully him, load up, and it didn't work. Charlo kept moving, kept surviving, and Canelo couldn't cut the ring off. Now imagine the same fight, but with Terence Crawford, better rhythm, better footwork, better distance control. And when Canelo misses, Crawford's popping him, stepping off and resetting. Crawford's not going to freeze like Charlo. He's going to make Canelo pay every single time. I can't wait. Watch this. Crawford and Madrimov are moving, resetting, probing for control. Crawford flicks a jab, pauses, and Madrimov easily steps out, resets and recenters. Now watch Canelo against Skull. Every time distance is created or there's a reset, he doesn't react. He stands flat-footed. He doesn't adjust, doesn't change angle, doesn't even step. This is Canelo's biggest weakness, his feet. Every time he faced a true mover, Lara, Mayweather, Bivol, he either lost or barely got the win.
Oh, man. Salute to Regal Boxing. He said Amir Khan cousin. He's actually I think he's like African or something, or like Jamaican or something. But he's like a British dude. Canelo ain't got no feet, so he don't got no feet. He ain't got no feet, dog. He got 2 left feet, bro. He got 2 left feet.
I think he'll rush him if you want to fight. You gotta rush me, you gotta fight me now, fight me at this way. Ain't no tune-up, ain't no nothing.
I really think Bud's stronger than him.
Oh, I know Bud is stronger than Canelo. I know for a fact, 100%. That's a strong right there, super strong.
Hey, he said he bigger. Bigger don't mean stronger.
I don't know, man. Canelo will have a hard time. Crawford's going to be controlling Canelo with that jab, man. I think it's going to be the jab is going to be the main thing Crawford is going to use to dictate the whole fight. It's going to be the power jab from the southpaw stance, bro. That's what I think. Then everything else is going to play out eventually how it's supposed to play out. But I think it's the jab is going to be the thing that's going to be controlling Canelo early on. The jab from Crawford. It's going to be hard. It's going to be accurate. And he got a varied attack. He got different versions of the jab he could throw. And by him being a southpaw, that's going to really make it hard for Canelo to land those shots he likes to throw. I know how these the high profile fights go. Referee gives a lot of benefit of the doubt, so a lot of benefit of the doubt in these high profile fights. See, Canelo don't like to throw with you, as you can see, right? Beaver's not necessarily throwing anything really hard, just really consistent. Canelo don't like to throw with you at all, though. He's not that guy that's going to throw with you, especially nowadays. His inside game ain't that strong either. Because Bivol gave him plenty of opportunities for Canelo to really work the body. Um, but Bivol did a good job. Look at that. Moved all the way over there. Canelo can't do nothing. Only thing his only shot is that right hook to Bivol's left arm. But see, if Crawford southpaw, that won't be available. That won't be as available. It'll be in the rear, so it'll be a farther target, and that'll leave him open to counters. And Crawford's more of a counterpuncher than Bivol. Bivol didn't do nothing really too fancy, nothing too, you know. Canelo can't keep up with these guys now, so he got to do things like hit him in the arm and stuff. Yeah, a lot of telegraph shots from Canelo, bro. A lot of telegraph shots, bro. Canelo asked for a bigger ring, all that stuff. He don't like to fight those guys. It's a lot of things, man. It's a lot of things. You said Canelo has never performed well on a big stage. Now that you mention it, he hasn't. Now that you mention it, bro, he hasn't. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now that you mention it, bro, he hasn't. He hasn't performed well on a bigger stage. You damn. In all the big fights Canelo's been in, he hasn't performed his best at all. I think that's a true story. Let me think about it. The biggest stage, Floyd Mayweather, he lost. Lara, he split decision. Triple G controversy. Second Triple G fight controversy. Then PD. What else? Like the big fight. There's never been like a really spectacular performance. Yeah, Bud got a good jab with both hands, bro. He do. But I think it's gonna be the southpaw jab that's gonna be really, you know. This is why Canelo brought boots in. You said Canelo's resume is way overrated. He said when Bud don't get up off the stool, we go see, man. I don't think that's gonna happen, bro. Bud not getting up off the stool? Nah, I don't see that, dog. You have to show me that. I'm sorry. You got to show me, dog. Because we never seen nothing like that. He never even took a loss or nothing. So you got to show me, bro. You got to show me, dog. I do respect Canelo. But I just don't see what he's going to be. I look for ways for him to get it done. And it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. This is all determined predicate. His whole him winning this fight is really determined strongly on if Crawford just can't deal with the weight advantage, bro. That's what it looks like to me. Like this thing really is determined for Canelo is that if Crawford can't deal with the weight is just too much. That he gasses out or something because of the weight gain and all that stuff, right? Skill for skill, this is a nightmare matchup. Even currently, with both guys at currently, nightmare. Yeah, Charlo didn't do nothing. I also heard what Big Charlo said. He said that Canelo can win, Crawford go win his fight. You said boy gonna watch Canelo. Yeah, he is, bro. He gonna watch him, dog. It ain't gonna be that competitive, bro. It ain't gonna be that competitive, bro. Everything is just for hype. It's not gonna be that competitive. So was Charlo running or was he not running? Because the narrative was Charlo was running too. Charlo stood there and took a lot of that stupid shit though. Charlo, in my opinion, didn't even fight like he could have. The Gamboa fight was like 13 years ago, man. That shit was a long time ago. That fight was a long time ago, man. Nah, that weight ain't gonna be a factor for Bud, bro. It's not. Charlo nowhere near it. Charlo ain't even good as Crawford. And Canelo caught Charlo when Charlo been sitting out drinking and partying and shit. Canelo saw that live stream when Charlo was drunk, and that's when Canelo hopped on him. This is a totally different type of fighter, bro. Crawford ain't getting drunk on live streams and shit. Canelo never want to fight the Charlos until he seen the Charlos fall off. That's the real. He didn't want to deal with no Charlo at all for decades until he seen them falling off. Yeah, if Crawford is declining, he ain't declining as fast as Canelo. I tell you that. He ain't declining as fast as Canelo. What's up, Dan Tan? Salute. You said this fight would look like Floyd Gaddy or Corrales. I'm telling you, bro. He go get Canelo's gonna get beat up, man. He's gonna be looking slow. He's gonna be. He already respects Crawford a lot. So he's gonna respect Bud once he start getting hit by him. And then Bud start doing shit on him that he ain't never really seen or that's been done to him before. He's gonna be befuddled up in there, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Watch. It ain't gonna take no masterful elite footwork or none of that shit to beat Canelo, bro. Watch. I'm telling you what. Watch what's gonna happen, bro. Bud gonna beat the brakes off this dude because Canelo's there to be hit. And the only way he's not is if he kind of jumps straight back. You don't want to be jumping straight back anyway. Canelo literally sit there in high guard until you're done swinging. And Canelo ain't knocked nobody out in a long time. He ain't knocked nobody out in a long time, bro. Salute to Carlos Rosado for the super chat. He says, Bushido salute. The weight won't the weight won't be a stamina issue for Bud at all. He had a year to get comfortable, and Bud keeps himself active in shape. He lives boxing. Yeah, he do. He's an all around athlete, bro. So he that weight gain and all that ain't go. I don't think it's gonna be a factor either. These were questions early on in the build up of this fight, but I think by now people see that Bud Crawford's gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? But only time will tell. You know what I'm saying? Only time we truly will know when they get in the ring. But I think that's kind of one of those things that's kind of on the back end as far as situations in the fight. Canelo just got to hope that the size is going to play a factor. That's my thing for Canelo. The size must play a factor for the fight to go in his favor, man. Otherwise, it's going to be a tough night for him. Because Crawford is just a versatile fighter that doesn't have a certain style that he really like. Is you don't know what the hell this dude's going to do. You know what I'm saying? He kind of goes off of what you do. So yeah, Canelo, it's a tough fight. It's a tough fight, man. Canelo fans acting like nah, bro. I sat here for weeks trying to figure out a way that Canelo can win, and I can only come up with a couple of ways, bro. A couple of ways, dog. He's not gonna outbox this dude. He's not. He's not gonna outbox him, bro. Crawford is that fighter. Yeah, you may land some right hands on him because he goes straight back. You know what I'm saying? There's one big glaring, and every fighter has weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? No fighter is absolutely perfect. Crawford's weakness is he kind of goes back, straight back sometimes, and he gets caught with the straight right hand. But I don't think Canelo's right hand is fast enough for that to happen. Canelo's right hand lately been looking really telegraphed and slow. Very telegraphed and slow. And he loads up on that left hook. And he's able to time those bigger, clumsier fighters. These bigger, clumsier targets. These bigger guys are bigger targets. Right? He gets in there with his Crawford's gonna be a smaller target as well. A smaller target than he's used to more recently, right? A faster target than he's used to, right? A fighter's gonna be a lot sharper than what he's used to fighting, right? Not some big clumsy fighter or some fighter who lacks experience. Or some fighter who's been sitting on the couch drunk and then get up off the couch. Salute to Holiday for a super chat. He says, I don't troll, bro, but I'm going to troll after the fight. The haters better be live. They know who they are. They better remember everything they say. No, they not, bro. They not. They not. They not going to remember nothing. Never forget it. Will Smith, bro. Black Men in Black. Pen. That's what's going to happen. They going to forget everything that happened. They going to forget everything that happened. Men in Black style. No memory of nothing. That's what's going to happen. We got like Labor Day tomorrow. I may do a live tomorrow or something. Depends on what happens in boxing. You said we eat. He said we eat cinnamon rolls. September 13th. That's right, bro. We eat cinnamon rolls September 13th. I can't wait. I can't wait, bro. We eating cinnamon rolls, cinnamon toast crunch. Oh my goodness. I'm not going nowhere. So I will be here, win or lose. I'm not going nowhere. There's no way I can go anywhere. I said a lot. I have to sit here and take the full blow if Crawford loses. I'm not no coward. I will definitely be here to take my licks. Hell yeah, man. I can't wait. I can't drink horchata, man. I think it's lactose. But cinnamon toast crunch with some yeah. You said Bud used that puncher's, but you know Bud's using them puncher's gloves. You already know he is. He's gonna use those puncher MX gloves or some shit. Oh, those gloves he used. Crawford got to be defensively responsible for sure, because he definitely gets hit with the right hand. But I don't know if Canelo got like I said, man. Timing is everything, bro. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. That's right. We gonna kick back and chill, man. And then it's gonna be the final episode of the Canelo Crawford debate. It'll be the final episode the following day. The epilogue. So whatever happens, happens. We got to be here. We gonna do the post fight reaction, of course, and then after everything kind of marinate a little bit, we gonna do the live show the next day. And yeah, everybody better be here too, man. The Canelo fans and the Crawford fans, everybody got to be here. Whatever happens, we got to sit here and talk about it. So nobody better run, man. You gotta stand your ground now. I'm gonna be here. I gotta be here. If Bud gets his ass kicked, I gotta be here. Oh, you said with a 10-ounce effect, Bud, he used to 8. That's a good question. Those are things that we gonna find out for sure. But I think Bud may punch harder too. Look at those hands. Look at those hands on the screen. He got light heavyweight arms and shit, bro. He got light heavyweight arms, dog. With light heavyweight hands. With like cruiserweight hands. So I don't know, man. We go see, man. We go find out. If Canelo was a natural super middleweight, then this would be super dangerous. But since Canelo is also a guy who naturally comes down from a smaller weight, um, this kind of balances out. Yeah, look at his hands, bro. Look how big his hands is when he running this picture right here. It's just fucking insane, dog. Lester Martinez probably gave Bud some really, really good work for Canelo. So that's probably some really good work. And then he's sparring so cold too. These are much bigger guys, naturally bigger guys. So yeah, that's good work. I don't know, man. We heard a lot about Canelo though. You know, he's out having drinks, stuff like that. You know, hopefully these things, for the Canelo fans' sake, don't take it have an effect on the fight. You know, because you know he's up in there with a dude with a hand like this. um, yeah, bro, you better be ready, dog. You better be ready, man. He said these sources. Honestly, the source is a good one. Believe it or not. And he's down there in Texas. He's loyal to, he rocks with the Mexican fighters and everything. He's a Mexican guy, even though his name didn't say that. Um, and yeah, that's why I believed it, honestly. You know what I'm saying? That's why I believed it. Yeah, Canelo was out drinking. That he was seen drinking in San Antonio. Salute to Obsidian Lion Codekeeper for the super chat. He says, Bud gonna them mock this man. But this happened in the Spence fight. Your boys like Anad ain't come back. Stoppage in the ninth. Yeah, a few people didn't came back, man. A lot of those Spence guys disappeared and they just kind of gone, bro. They done with boxing. Spence done, they done. So um we gonna see what happens with the Canelo fans, man. We gonna see how true boxing fans they really are. Spence got beat up on, and it was the end of the world for a lot of people. It was the end of the world. You said those Spence fans changed identity. They came on new accounts. Salute to Falcon for the super chases. Most breakdowns for this fight have been super biased. People have taken the best years of Canelo and put them against Crawford's worst. Yeah, bro. That's what I'm. Yeah, yeah, bro. Look, and you notice you haven't seen much fresh new footage of Canelo training. You know what I'm saying? It's been that same clip with him with the gold chain on, and you ain't seen much, and that's for a reason, man. I think that's for a reason. Canelo is a fighter who's always over. I know this because I'm a content creator and I've done Canelo highlight videos back when I used to do highlights, and I've sat there and done that shit. And Canelo had tons of clips of him training and stuff, even back then. He don't have that shit no more now. He ain't not for this fight. He ain't been man. He ain't been looking good, bro. He ain't been looking good. The William Skull fight exposed him. They put Canelo in his best years, the prime Canelo against Crawford now. Like, bro, that's not reality, dude. Have y'all seen Canelo? Have y'all seen him lately, bro? And I've been calling it out for years that he's falling down the hill. Nobody said nothing. Man, he falling down the hill. Canelo ain't doing the stuff he used to be doing. Nobody ain't saying nothing. Everybody's still caught up into the glitz and the glamour and the paydays. I say these things as a guy who's a Canelo fan who's seen thousands of videos of this dude in clips. And he slowed down quite a bit, man. And like I said, timing is everything. Just like it was a perfect time for Bivol to fight better Beeve, this is the perfect time for Crawford to fight Canelo. $168 is gonna be a huge. It's gonna be a task, man. It's gonna be a task. But Me personally, I'm confident that Crawford can get it done. It's just because of the dude's mentality, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's simply because of his mentality, the consistency, and his mentality that I've seen over the years. It leads me to believe that the weight, 168 and all that, is not going to be a factor for him. I just don't think so, man. Yeah, Jamal was tough. Jamal was a strong guy too, man. He could do some grappling shit and all that. He's a strong guy. Um, he came well prepared against Crawford too. He came very prepared. He came very prepared. His style is totally different from Canelo's though. Even though they kind of have similar kind of builds, kind of, his style is totally different. He has a lot more energy. He's throwing a lot more. He's a lot more unorthodox. He's moving a lot more laterally. Um, yeah, Jamal fought kind of differently than he normally fights too in the Crawford fight. He fought totally different. So if Canelo gets in there with Crawford and he kind of was his hands down and trying to showboat and doing all this stuff, and it'll probably throw Crawford off quite a bit, I think. If Canelo gets in there and kind of like don't be as assertive in the fight and kind of like sits back and kind of waits for Crawford, I think Crawford kind of fights better when you come to him. He fights good coming forward too, but he fights better, I think, when you kind of come to him. So, because he's a natural counterpuncher. So, if Canelo sits back and kind of like just kind of makes it a boring fight, don't throw to me, and kind of makes Crawford lead, it could be a little interesting. Canelo try to time Crawford and counter him and shit like that. That could throw Crawford off quite a bit. But I still think Crawford will figure that out eventually as well. That's the thing. And the other thing about Bud that the Canelo fans don't like to talk about is this dude's ability to adjust. This guy could adjust. That's the fucking thing, bro. He could adapt to what you're doing. So you got to constantly evolve as the fight goes, bro. You got to keep getting stronger as the fight goes. That's tough to do, man. Jamal did it good though. Jamal made a really good account of himself in the Bud fight. He for sure did. I think he was still somewhat injured when he fought Virgil, but he definitely made a good account of himself against Bud. He said Bud hits harder than Virgil too.
I started blowing after the second round. Oh, nice uppercut. Crawford does not come into fights. And he's landing it. Good body shot. That's what happened, Majumov. Nice shots. And that's why I told you in the beginning of the round, this is a tough fight for Bud, man. Good jab. That's a good fight. He is jabbing. And that's my thing. I feel like Bud, we can see Majumov even at this point still being patient. These guys are both throwing some haymakers now. Whatever you do well, stay consistent. It's like a. As Crawford came in, Majumov did a nice job ducking out. Ooh, good shot. He overextended it. And boy, Crawford. Good uppercut for middleweight titles. You know, we've talked about Canelo a lot.
Of just a variety of punches, a very active body puncher. Right? Very active body puncher. Even in that clip, it was just the active body work. And even at his age now, as an older fighter, one thing I did like about what I saw from Bud in his last fight was that he still throws quite a bit of punches. He throws threes and fours, 3-punch, 4-punch combos still. That's what I liked about Keith Thurman too when I saw his last fight. Because usually when a fighter gets older, they punch output decreases significantly to like pot shotting damn near. But Crawford's still throwing 3 or 4 punches. He still got that fire. You know what I'm saying? He still got that fire. It's gonna be tough, bro. It's gonna be tough for Canelo. That body work Crawford was doing was nasty work. And then he was damn near tossing Jamal after he landed some of the body shots. He's damn near throwing with one arm, threw him over. And Jamal, I would argue that Jamal is a better athlete than Canelo Alvarez. Honestly, he is. I'm not saying he's a better fighter than Canelo, but I would say he's a better athlete. So we gonna find out a lot, man. That body work, Crawford was nasty. We heard it. That was some nasty body work. Salute to Obsidian Line Koki. He said, Sensei, Roy Jones said it best. I'm going with the man that has 6 ways to win instead of 1. Canelo got to be perfect. Dojo time, baby. Super. Yeah. Salute to you, man. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, man. But Roy Jones said it best, bro. That's the best way to kind of. Crawford has more than one way to win. Canelo only has one. And Canelo has to be perfect. He has to be perfect. He has to land that big shot. And he has to hope it really hopes that it can either A, puts Crawford out, or B, totally changes the course of the fight to where it's in his favor. And then hope that Crawford don't never recover from it. That is tough, man. A lot of his shit is situational. This is why I say, you put Canelo over the years, he needed a lot of things for his fights, man. I don't think that'll help you in certain situations. And that certain situation is a situation with a guy like Terrence Crawford. All those handicaps, they don't help you. This is why I said he's not the Kumite fighter like Bud, man. Bud Crawford, what he say? I take them how they come. It don't matter. I don't need no catch weights, no none of that. I take them how they come. You know what I'm saying? Canelo isn't that same type of guy. He might need a catch weight or something to kind of help him out. Come on, man. Hit that like button for your boy, man. But yeah, man. That body work is nasty, man. I think Bud's gonna be really active with the southpaw jab and some body work. We gonna find out about the weight though. The weight is gonna be the first thing that everybody's gonna be looking at. The first punch thrown. You know, if Crawford's gonna be affected by the weight, that's gonna be the first thing. Yeah. But yeah, you guys. Salute to everybody in the building. This gonna be a great fight. Great moment in the sport of boxing. One we gonna remember for the rest of our lives. It's one of those big moments, right? It's gonna be a big one. If Crawford wins, he will go down as an all-time great. I think Canelo's gonna go down as all-time great, regardless of whether he win or lose. I think both guys will regardless. But I think for Bud, since it's so much risk for him, you know, to move up in weight and to take on such a task, I think that just gives him so many points that it'll have him really high on the all-time great list. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a great fight. Um, Closing in on 2 weeks. You know, it's 2 weeks and left to the big fight, man. This time flew by. You know, episode 19, we about to be closing in on episode 20. And then from there, that next week, we will be having the big fight between Canelo and Crawford. But yeah, man, salute to everybody in the building. Thank you guys for donating to the dojo today. Your contribution was greatly appreciated. Salute to everybody, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that hype button. Salute to all the Canelo fans in the building tonight. And hope to see you guys next time, man. Catch you guys on the next one. Love you, Ma. Peace out.